second half, and they're going to be playing it back to their defensive half. I've noticed that this year more than ever before, Darren. Is that more and more teams seem to be doing that, playing the ball back to their defensive half to start the game.
Yeah, it allows you to stay in control of the ball, and when you have possession, you're more likely to win a game if you can maintain the majority of the possessions.
But Estill does take it away, and Frick gets. And I think the strategy is good if you can maintain that possession.
That is the key.
But when you play it back and then you don't maintain that possession, that kind of gives the other team a little bit of an advantage, maybe. But Beagle there with it, with a throw in, gets it to the middle of the field. Played back to Sparks. I'm sorry. Sparks and Jonah Spicer, similar build, similar hair. Sometimes I definitely have to look at the number to make sure I'm calling the right one. Nice job there by Frick to take it away. Wins the throw in. Gets it to Sparks. We have Seth Hurst up there up front with him. It's going to be played out of bounds, though, for a throw in for Estill. The Lady Engineers are also playing tonight. I believe they traveled to Berea to play Madison Southern, but I don't believe that game's till 7:30 tonight, I believe. That game will be definitely played mainly under the lights. Madison Southern Field has some bad memories for me. Back in 2015 when the Engineers won their first regional tournament in girls soccer, and we went down to play because at the time we didn't have this nice facility and we couldn't host the state tournament game, so we had to use Madison Southern's field, and we played Corbin, and it was a great game, but we ended up on the short end. Nice defense there by the Engineers' Arvin to get back to stop that attempt. York plays it up. Hurst with the ball now. All the way strong up the outside of the field. It's going to go out of bounds. Way over, be a throw in. Yeah, in that game, it was 0-0 at the half. Our ladies, Autumn Tipton, scored 2 goals very quickly the second half to give the Engineers a lead, but Corbin battled back and tied it right before the game was over and sent it to overtime, and it was one of those deals with the golden goal situation. They scored within a minute of the overtime to win the game, and it was a nice attempt there, a corner kick for the Engineers that was headed by Beagle, but just didn't quite get it down that time. That night it rained and rained and rained. If it had been on a grass field, they couldn't have played that game, but it was on turf. But it was still very slick. And our keeper, Savannah Brewer, come out to make a play on the ball, and she slipped and fell, and that left the net wide open, and they were able to take it in. And heartbreaking loss for the Engineers. As many regions as we have won over the years, that one in 15, then 6 in a row dating back to last year, and we still haven't won a state tournament game. So that I know was always the goal going in each year, is not only win the region, but at least get that one state tournament win.
Last year would have been one of their best opportunities if they didn't get the 2 red cards.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate. And Boyd County is who we lost to in the state, who we had beat earlier in the season in the 2A tournament. And Estill won that game in a shootout. And then this year, we saw just how good Boyd County is this year. So Boyd's probably. Do we have a penalty?
Looks like they're going to be given a PK here. He has stopped the clock.
I saw him cross his arms. Did you see who it would have been on or what happened?
Unfortunately, I have the big beam right in front of me in that location.
Yeah, so there was I'm guessing there was some contact Number 3 is lining up to take the kick. They've got two number 3s. Now what's going on? He's talking to.
He's telling him to stay outside the box of the arc.
But the ball is live if it doesn't go in the net or out of bounds, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah. So number 3, I'm guessing Bryson Jackson, the sophomore, is to take the kick. He has 7 goals on the season. So in these situations, a lot of times it's just if the keeper guesses the correct direction that the kick's going to go.
You can always hope he kicks it over the net.
Yes. Which he played it off. And it worked for him. I don't know that I've ever seen that. I'm guessing it's a legal play, but I have never seen that.
It is a legal play. The ball just has to go forward towards the net, and then it's live for any other player to touch, except for the kicker.
So that was number 1 that came in and kicked it on in, give them their first goal. And that was their leading scorer, number 13. I'm sorry, number 1, who had 13 goals, Skylar Guess. So that puts the Engineers down 1-0. Frick coming up the middle with it. Coming back over here is Spicer. So that's unfortunate that the Engineers had the penalty. I wish I could have told you exactly what happened, but it was like there were several people in the middle of the field, within the box, and there must have been, I don't know that there was a handball, but maybe there was some contact, but they gave them the kick nonetheless, and very nice designed play, I guess, for Menifee. The player just played it off to his right, towards the goal, but off to his right, and number 1 just kind of come streaking in all by himself, and definitely caught the Engineers unprepared for that. Spicer plays the ball back up to the middle. So hopefully the Engineers will use that as some motivation to get some urgency here. We've kind of just been doing the same thing, just kind of the back and forth with the ball until that action there. Beagle with it. Here comes King. Plays it off Menifee to a throw-in for the Engineers. Beagle to take it. For the most part, I think this season the Engineers have been fairly solid on defense. It just we can't really get a lot of scoring opportunities. There's a ball played from way out. Somerville comes up to take it. Nice job there. He kicks the ball up to Spicer, who has it. He plays it back to King. Over to Beagle. Spicer playing, looking for yours. There's a ball from distance, but not really a strong shot.
Nonetheless, I think you could count that one as a shot on goal because it would have had enough power to make it into the net if the goalie did not take that.
All right. Frick with the ball, getting it way up. Tried to get it up to Riddle, and that's going to come out outside of the goal area, and the keeper comes and gets it. I'm noticing, do we just have 2 officials now?
It's a dual officiating game.
Okay. I didn't even notice that in the first half.
Which makes it a little bit harder for the officials to see all the fouls because they're watching for the offside at the same time.
And watching the sideline. The main ref is having to watch that far sideline as well.
But all in all, all, they've done a solid job.
Yeah,
so far.
I've not seen anything egregious, because you would have heard me complain about it if there had been. That's like our football game Friday night. They played that game with only 4 referees. Right before game time, the 5th official got sick and couldn't ref that night. So we played it with 4, and I think they did a very fine job. Now, speaking as a referee, you would probably agree with this statement that officials in high school sports are very underappreciated.
That would be.
Because the only time you say anything about the referees is when you feel like they made a bad call. Nobody ever says, "Oh, those refs were awesome tonight." Throw in for Menifee.
High school refereeing is definitely a lot different than club refereeing and college refereeing.
Yeah. Hurst with the ball. Trying to take it right up the middle this time. 1-on-4. Most times that's not going to work for you.
That's got too much weight. That's
Yeah.
not going to make it.
The keeper slides out to... I was hoping he'd pick it up there. It looked like he slid and tackled it and cleared it outside of the box, and he ran up to it like he was going to maybe pick it up, but he kicked it out. He did not. He played it with his feet because he was definitely out of the box. Throw in, Menifee. They get it in quickly to try to take advantage. Estill hadn't got back on defense, but he got it in too quickly because he didn't get a proper throw in. So Estill gets it now. York over there battling for it along with Frick. And it's going to go out of bounds. We've got a foul called on Frick again, I believe, over there. And it's going to get a free kick for Menifee from about the 33 football yard line. 30 minutes to go in the game. Estill hoping to at least get back and tie this game. Of course, this being a non-district game, it would end in a tie if it were tied. Frick trying to get there. Riddle. Ball's deflected around the middle. Here comes Hurst trying to get through. He somewhat does, but can't get control. We'll go all the way back to York. York keeps it inbounds. It's still rolling along. And now it's going to go out. It's hard to see that far black line. I guess it was a choice they made to make it black, but I've seen some multi-purpose, football and soccer fields where they actually have a gold or yellow line for soccer, and it's a lot easier to see than that black line is sometimes. Frick battling. He's got Beagle up ahead. He's also got Riddle up ahead. Beagle now drops back to his left side. Now he plays it over to Beagle. He's got Spicer up ahead. He plays it back to King. The Engineers are, being patient, making some nice passes, but just need to maybe get a little more aggressive, get that ball up into a scoring position. There's some contact. And we do have a whistle, and I believe this time Estill's going to get the kick. Spicer set to take it. Trying to catch him off guard. Gets it to Hurst. He tries to hit it through there. He had the keeper beat. Oh, then he plays it right back to him. He couldn't get a strong enough head on it. He did get it by the keeper, and then when he went to track it down and tried to play it back to the middle, he come right back to the keeper with it. So
he may have been better served to let that roll over and take the corner kick
yeah.
instead.
Beagle with it, working back to the middle of the field, gets it over to Sparks. Ian hasn't met it. There's a shot from distance by Beagle, but I'm going to say Sparks hasn't met too many shots that he won't attempt. He even from far out, he'll take the shot, and every now and then he'll get one to go. That time he played it off to Beagle, who took a shot from way out. But All right, we had a couple of players tying their shoes, and then we're back into action. Menifee with control of it. Frick takes it away, looking for Sparks. Now he's got Riddle out on the right side. He had maybe couldn't control it enough there. Number 6, Lincoln Rogers, has it for Menifee, but Spicer takes it from him. York over there trying to get control, but number 10 gets by him. See the Morgan County school bus arriving. Morgan County plays our volleyball team tonight. So I'm guessing that game will be at 7:30. Here comes Seth with a shot. He scores. He was very patient that time. I have seen Seth rush the shot in that situation, but he kept control for one more touch, and that was a good goal there and a good equalizer there. Seth got the ball and was patient and got a great shot in there. So we're all tied, 1-1.
He really set himself up there to take that extra touch and use his strong foot on the left.
Yes,
and put that in nicely and place it rather than trying to power something in on the right or to force it.
Yeah, it's good to see him be patient with that.
WSKV 104.9 FM Pickup Country and ListenLikeALocal.com are your official broadcasting partners for the Estill County Sports Network.
All right, 1-1 with 26 minutes to go in the game. That was a nice bit of action there by the Engineers, and maybe we can build off that and keep going. Riddle trying to do just that, bringing it up the left side, tried to get it into... we got a new player in the game. There's another shot from distance by Seth, and I couldn't tell if that went over the inline or not.
So
but
that's the unfortunate part of a dual ref system.
Yeah.
The ref could not get back there in time to be able to make that call.
Yeah.
And AR would have been standing there ready and popped the flag. It
could have went either way, and if he had called it either way, you couldn't really argue with it, like you said, from where he was at. There's the ball sneaking through. We need to get the defense set here. Number 10 takes the shot, but Somerville's there. Good job. And the ball is cleared out to the left side. Riddle's there. I'm trying to see number 16 for the Engineers is in the game now, but that was Colton Collins' old number. Maybe he's went back to that number here in the second half. Maybe something happened to his jersey because he was number 1 in the first half. But I think he's went back to his old jersey here. But I believe that's who that is. So Spicer playing it. It's the ball to Frick.
I think we're going to feel the intensity of this game ratchet up at this point.
Yeah, it's getting down to the number 2 is in the game now. That's Noah Koffel.
Oh, there's a foul.
Yeah, and he got it. Yeah, it'd be hard to miss that one. It was like 4 yards in front of the official. He was right there.
Just got steamrolled.
Yeah. All right, see if the Engineers can make something happen here. Jonah Spicer, who's also a left-footed kicker. Seth and Jonah both play football as well. Kickers. Jonah actually made his first point after attempt in the game Friday night. After Seth had already made several, they let Jonah take a kick, and he drilled it. Ball's headed up ahead for Menifee. Number 8 kind of got away with a little push off there, I think, on Arvin, but Estill's got control now. Beagle with it. He's got plenty of options here. He's kind of, we'll see which way he goes with it. Brings it over to Frick, and then it's taken away from the backside. It's got to be frustrating as a player. You don't see somebody from behind to come away, kick the ball from you right as you're getting ready to pass it off. Throw in for Menifee with 23-11 to go in the game. It was good to see Seth score. He hadn't scored in a few games. maybe that'll get him started. He's definitely can be a very streaky player. I think he actually plays a little better when he gets mad. You don't want to see players get mad, but when something happens that Seth, he seems to turn it up a notch. Trying to get the ball through to Riddle, but it's taken away. Sparks has it now. He's got King up front. He's got Riddle up front. We've kind of dropped the keeper come way out. I really don't know why he would want to come out there, but he did. Knocked it out of bounds. Throw in Engineers. You get the ball to Frick, who takes one from way out, and it bounces up to keeper. He plays the ball up to Beagle. Tried to get it. Tried to catch it with his foot, but it slipped under him. But ball's nevertheless turned around. I think somebody just lost part of his shoe. Oh, his shin guard. Ian Sparks' shin guard came out. Corey, now slide to keep it in bounds. Hurst plays it off a Menifee player to earn the throw in. Looks like Ian has reset his shin guard there. He's good to go. Throw over to Collins. He tried to play it back over his head. It's going to roll out of bounds now. Should be a throw in for the Engineers. It is. Beagle to Sparks. Collins over to Frick. It's just too far out. You're not, I don't know.
These guys have the legs. They can make it happen. They're just not connecting right on the ball.
Yeah. There's a nice play by Collins to steal the kick out. He's going up to Riddle, but he can't control it, and it will roll out of bounds for a throw-in. Just to feel like from that distance, even your angle is tougher, I believe, too, from that far out. But substitution. Yeah, Menifee was subbing in, and number, I can't tell, number 15 into the game. It's a sophomore, Colton Ingram. Menifee plays it way up. Spicer tries to get control of it, but it bounces off him. Going to go out of bounds for a Menifee throw in. So, yeah, Menifee's played pretty much this whole game with just really 4 on the attack. And we're used to seeing everybody else we played this year really have, most times 7 or 8 up there. Nice choice there by Nathan to come out.
Smart move by Nathan to roll that up to Seth.
Right, yeah. Instead of that way, you have control of it, and it got it to Seth, and he got it up the field quickly. He's trying to set up that left-footed shot, and he takes it wide. So maybe trying to do just a little bit too much there.
He's holding that or rubbing that left leg.
Yeah. So I guess, over time there's different rule changes that maybe someone who doesn't pay a lot of attention doesn't necessarily catch when there's rule changes. But it seems like I remember back when I was coaching, the goalkeeper had to, the goalkeeper didn't have to do the kick, but the goal kick had to clear the box before anybody else could touch it. That doesn't seem to be the case now.
That is not the case any longer. That's several years ago that rule was removed.
Yeah. Seth goes down. Ball rolls on.
Well, the fans are wanting a foul, but I can't say that I agree with them.
Yeah. And sometimes players, when they feel just a little bit of a contact, they have been known to fall down at all levels. We see that, especially it seems like in the international leagues. Yeah, you see that more often than even in the high school level. But Beagle with it. We've got if we can, once we get the ball past the midline, which is tough to do with as many as they got back. Jonah might have let that one go. Nathan was there to get it, but that's a communication thing there. But Jonah cleared it out, and they got the throw in, and now the ball's centered to the middle of the field.
That guy's offside.
Oh, did he count the goal?
They're counting it. But
They're count the goal.
He is very much offside. I don't know why they're counting that.
Yeah, I didn't see the number who got that goal. Was it number 3? Usually you see the one celebrating the most. Yeah, I kind of agree with you there. The ball was cleared back out, but he was still back there. He never got back on side and then to reestablish it. He just stayed where he was, right?
Correct. So if we're looking at the number or the letter C out there, he was on the top of it on the keeper side, and the defender was on the other side of the white.
Yeah.
So that gives you a good foot that he was offside.
Well, nevertheless, the score is now 2-1. I'm going to give that goal to number 3. I believe that's who it was. In my unofficial stats, of course. Ball's played down. Well, here we go again. We got 17 minutes to see if we can get a goal. Tie this game back up.
Uh-oh.
That could be an injury right there. Arvin's gone down. And nice play there by Nathan to come out and get that ball. That seemed very close to being an offside situation as well. Okay, they finally realized we've got a man down. And I believe that's Arvin. Looked like he got kicked, like in the shin. And just below the knee. You know, you wear those shin guards, but they don't protect your whole leg. And I think he got kicked above the shin guard, just below the knee. Kirsten West from Bluegrass Orthopedics, our wonderful trainer, is coming out to check on him. The good news is he's up and walking, and so hopefully it's not a bad injury. Maybe just, I'm sure it hurts, so maybe he just needs to sit down a minute and he'll be all right. And that gives them a corner kick, though, as the play continued on. They tried to get the header. Nathan come out and did a great job to block the ball, and then we batted it around a little bit and finally cleared it out. A lot of times when the team scores, they kind of can get another one real quick, and they just kind of keep going. So we've got, I thought I just saw the referee.
He stopped the clock.
Stop the clock.
If it's that Menifee player that looks like he's limping.
Yeah, I think it might have been for an injury.
He was the one battling on the line there right before the first clock stoppage there for the Estill injury.
Okay.
So maybe he took his foot hard into the ground or into another player down there.
He's, once again, kind of like Arvin, he kind of walked off on his own power, so hopefully neither injury is serious. Another throw-in coming from Menifee with 16 minutes to go in the game. Still plenty of time for the Engineers to tie it and even take the lead if we can get the ball back up the other end of the field. Riddle battling for it. Out of bounds for Estill throw in. No, it's going to be a kick. Okay. I didn't see what happened there, but it's going to be an Engineer kick. Nice ball there by Spicer. Riddle plays it over up the middle. Corey Beagle there and Isaiah Spicer. Menifee on a breakaway on the far outside, but Jonas Spicer's back. A shot on goal, hits the post. Nice job of Somerville battling there. The ball hit the post, come back. They took another shot, and he deflected it, and then I think on the second attempt, he finally covered it up. So you could answer this better than I can, but does Nathan have a lot of experience at playing keeper?
He does not.
That's what I was thinking, but he's done a fine job.
He has filled in from time to time when someone's hurt, finished out a game for a team that he's played on, but really has not had much experience in the net.
Well, I think he's done a fine job tonight.
Compared to some of these forwards, though, he sure does look small when they're crashing in on him.
Yes. Well, of course, Nathan is Nathan just a freshman?
He is a freshman this year.
Yeah, just a freshman. So.
And he's grown about a foot in this last 6 months.
Yeah.
But he's still
a lot of times kids really grow a lot between their freshman and sophomore seasons. So there was some bad communication there. I felt like from Frick was telling him to get back. I've got it, and then it's just like. So he did. Nathan did get back, and he did get it, but he thought Nathan was going to get. Nathan thought Lucas was going to get it, but it all worked out. So. Nice job there by Menifee to get the ball on up the field, but Isaiah Spicer sprinting back to cut down the angle, and so Menifee takes a shot from far out, but Somerville's there to take control. Get the ball up to Riddle. Gets it over to Beagle. He's got Hurst up on the right side. If he can get the ball out past the defense. And there's another ball out of bounds. Should be a throw in while they're saying Menifee. Okay.
I don't think anyone really knew whose ball that was going to be. Menifee was looking at Estill looking at Menifee. The rest were looking at them.
Yeah. So I don't want it. You take it. Kenton York battling for the ball. You can always count on Kenton playing hard out there. He always does. Ball's deflected back to Sparks. Now we got maybe something make it happen, but try to get it all the way across the field. Maybe it's too far, but 12 plays it up. That's Beagle battling number 3 for it. And number 3 has been around the ball a lot tonight. About any time you say somebody's battling for the ball, he's been involved. There's some
Turf Monster got
it. That was That was probably, I think, the best Menifee's looked tonight as far as passing the ball and getting it up the field, and then the young man slipped and fell. So there's Frick takes the goal kick, but it's immediately taken by Menifee. Number 6 gets it through, but it's broken up there by number 12 for the Engineers, McGuire. Spicer's got York in the middle. He can't control it, but he's going to get it back. Hurst has it now. Hurst trying to get around the defender, but sometimes you get by 1, 2, but it's hard to get by that third person. Sparks tracking it down. Good job by the Menifee player to keep it in bounds. Oh, King is... What was the call there? King left his feet to go get the ball, and he was like pretty much hit up around the shoulder area, but he appears to be okay. So
I almost think the foul would have gone the other way, but because he's so much smaller,
yeah,
they gave it to him.
Yeah, because he is the one who left his feet.
Yes, and he made the contact on the white player.
Yeah. But it just looked like it was on the other player because he bounced so hard off of it.
Yeah, physics took its toll on that
one. This is a makeable shot for Isaiah here, but I'd like to see somebody at least breaking in there. There's a header, and it's in the goal.
Nice job.
Isaiah Sparks, I believe, with the goal. Beautiful ball by Isaiah Spicer to Ian Sparks with the header. Beautiful play there to tie this game up with 10 minutes to go.
WSKV 104.9 FM Pickup Country and ListenLikeALocal.com are your official broadcasting partners for the Estill County Sports Network.
All right, there was some excitement there. I knew he was in a pretty good position to make a shot on it, but he chose to lighten up just a little bit and kind of pass it for a set play, and Sparks was right there. That was about as pretty as the corner kick to Corey Beagle last week, so very nice. You know, a lot of times the person who scores the goal gets the credit, but that assist is just as important for sure. Hurst plays it on out of bounds. It'd be a goal kick for Menifee. So with 9:30 to go, Engineers are right back in it. So build on this momentum. I'd like to see them get the goal to go ahead instead of having to constantly battle back. And maybe we can steal this kick here and make something happen. Ball's going to be out of bounds for a Menifee throw in. Yeah, Sparks with it. He has it batted away. Should be a throw in. Sparks gets it in quickly to Hurst. Plays it off the Menifee player for another Engineer throw in. So, Darren, you have officiated games at the collegiate level. There's a nice shot, but it's played by the keeper. You've played games at the officiated at the collegiate level here recently as well as high school. Is there as many throw-ins at the collegiate level as there is in high school?
Not generally. The skill level is much higher.
Yeah, and they keep
because they get to select their players and from the best of the teams around and formulate their team. High school, sometimes you don't have that option.
Yeah, it just seems like all the games that I call, it's like that's probably the most word I use is throw in. Another throw in, another throw in. Just the ball cleared across the middle, but Spicer's there to take it. He's playing it up to the left side now. He's got Hurst up ahead. Nice move there by Spicer to get around the defender. Now Hurst is going back towards the middle. Spicer went to the outside. Pretty nice play by the defender there to break that up. But there's Jonas Spicer. He gets it turned, but it's going to go out of bounds for a throw-in with 7:25 to go. So we sure would like to see the Engineers get another goal here, but definitely don't want to give one up. Sometimes a tie is not too bad, but earlier in the year when we played Wolfe County, it looked like for all the world it was going to be a tie, but they scored very late in the game to come away with that 4-3 win.
Of course, if you look at the type of goals that were scored tonight, the Engineers are up 2-1.
Yeah.
Because the PK was just a different beast.
Yeah.
Than a goal where all three of the goals outside the PK one were pretty good.
Yeah. Here comes Hurst. Seth, I was going to say he might have got away with one there, but he didn't. After the fellow stole the ball from him, he did just kind of give him a little bit of a shove. He was hoping that the ref didn't see that because he was behind him, but I saw it from here, so he definitely did. Wow, that was a really strong kick all the way down to just outside the box.
Uh-oh, they're going to free one on.
Oh, it just snuck it through there, number 12. And that came about from the free kick. I mean, that he put that ball so far down there that we didn't have the defensive presence to get back, and The ball fell right to the feet of left foot of number 12, Eli Gooden, and then he snuck it right there in the corner. So that makes it 3-2 with 5:53 to go. So once again, the Engineers are playing from behind. Let's see what they can do here. See if they can at least got one more in them to get the equalizer.
There was no defender in the vicinity of that attacker, and he had a free shot to
Yeah,
put it right on the net.
It was almost like a PK, really. Maybe even closer. Here's Beagle with it. Got a chance to do something. Playing it back to Hurst, and he just kind of plays it out of bounds. Yeah, I don't know if the Engineers were surprised by the distance that kick went, because like you say, there was no defense there. But that all, in my mind anyway, came about because of that great free kick.
Yeah,
but see there,
definitely
so
started on that free kick.
There is a consequence to your actions on the field, and by Seth pushing that guy, that set up that free kick. Oh, that was a nice attempt there by the Engineers on the corner, but it goes off the top of the crossbar and out of bounds. So Isaiah just tried to hook that one in, I believe, and just hooked it just a little bit too much. But yeah, that penalty led to the free kick that, 4 seconds later led to the goal. So
and that free kick was all the way down on the 20-yard line defensively for Menifee.
Right, and
popped it all the way up to the 20 on the attacking side.
Yeah, and like you say, we just weren't back. Wasn't expecting the kick to go that far. All right, Frick with the ball in the middle. Sparks playing hard, trying to get around. Gets through 2 defenders and 3, trying to go through 4. He's just going to try to take it all the way through, but it's cleared out. One thing the Engineers have a tendency to do sometimes is we watch others try to do something and instead of get up there to help them. 3:51 to go in the game. Throw in, blocked out there by King. Be a throw in again. Once again, King is there. This time he keeps it inbounds, but back to Menifee. Frick's got it. Now Spicer's got it. He's got Hurst up ahead to his left. Nice ball. Can he get there? Seth is there, takes a shot on goal, and it's on the outside of the net, outside of the post. I've seen shots like that where you see that net move and people go crazy because they think they got a goal, but it was on the outside of the post. 3 minutes to go, but it was good to see some pressure there.
It's going straight out of bounds.
Yeah, out of bounds. Throw in for the Engineers. The ball gets deflected as the ball boy was throwing it to the Ian Sparks over there, but we got to throw in. He just lays it back to York. Gets it to Frick. Back to York. And
those are mistakes you can't afford at this point in the game.
Yeah, just a little over 2 minutes and we're trying to score. You definitely don't want them to throw it in going the other direction.
A simple little give and go should not be heading out of bounds, so they'll want to have that one back.
And they're going to call a foul on Jonah there, but he was trailing the Menifee player, and the Menifee player just kind of pulled up, and he really didn't have no option but to run over him, and he did. So, and of course Menifee's taking their time now. I've never seen anybody pat the field before. It's almost like he's teeing it up.
Or he was curling and getting the surface already.
Yeah.
Give him a broom.
Have you ever participated in curling?
I have.
Oh, man, I'd love to do that. I love watching it on the Olympics. I would love to actually do it.
It's actually quite challenging.
Yeah, I would say so. It just looks so fun, though.
One shoe that's supposed to stick to the ice and one that's supposed to slip.
Yeah.
And I swear they gave me 2 shoes that slipped. I was sliding everywhere.
1:14 to go. Throw in for Engineers. Frick's trying to tried to thread it there to Seth. There's just too many people in. And Menifee's just clearing the ball as far as they can now, which is not a bad play.
Giving our boys ball boys a workout.
Spicer from deep. It's just a little tall. That was like I say, Ian. He'll take a shot from about anywhere. And of course, I think that may have been the Engineers' last shot here because Menifee's going to be in no hurry. Is there a time limit on how long you have to take? Of course, they didn't waste any time, but like as a keeper, if you've got a goal kick, is there a time limit on how long you have to take it?
There's a reasonable amount of time. The referee should be engaging them to speed it along.
Yeah.
If it's obvious that they're